Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to give you guys my own preview of Chelsea against Everton, the 2-2 draw at home. This is our last home game before the international break, and we'll come back to match duties by April 1st. But before I move on, please kindly subscribe to this channel, please. Like these videos and share the videos with your friends and football lovers. Now, moving on. Today, I saw a lot of problems, terrible decisions, wrong substitutions, lack of intensity and lack of tactics. And I saw some things also, some positive things as well. We were able to score goals. Kai Havertz, okay, we could see some conversion rate. We could also see some beautiful football, but I'm going to talk about all those things. But what I'm so angry about is about this Chelsea draw is the fact that we could have won this game. We could have won this game without conceding one goal. Players and coaches, they win games without scoring a goal. They win games without conceding a goal. You scored one, so why are you conceding? Conceding one, conceding two? That's very, very wrong from my point of view. And Graham Potter today, his tactics after Chelsea scored the first goal proved that he is still far from what I expect him to be. And if we continue like this, we are not going anywhere, especially against Real Madrid that we are going to play. We have a lot of future games. We need to pick points. We don't need to be dropping points. We need to take the points that we have. We have Liverpool, we have Manchester United, we have Manchester City, we have Arsenal in the future to play. These are top teams in the Champions League. Forget Aston Villa, forget Wolves. Those are other small teams that are not small teams. We are not even talking of Brighton. We have not even played them. And now you are seeing Everton. Everton is just in 15th position. And you cannot win. What kind of a manager are you? You want to win the Champions League. You can win the Champions League only when you show the right commitment and do the right things that you are supposed to do. Now look at today's game. We scored the first goal. João Felix, beautiful finish. Today at least he hit the bar and went into the net. Unlike the previous matches where the bar has been obstructing him from getting his goal, and he got his first goal in Champions in Stamford Bridge today. Now, what I don't understand is why Graham Potter, after this goal, is substituting out Christian Pulisic and bringing in Kongala. Why are you making this substitution? We need to make a tactical substitution, especially at times like that. You see that we are being overridden. You see there are some little amounts of pressure from the Everton side. You make a tactical and more better substitution. Not the substitution of bringing Gala for Christian Pulisic. And Gala is a midfielder. Are you bringing me to act a winger job? When you have a lot of wingers on the bench, you have Madueke on the bench, you have Modric on the bench. Why didn't you bring any of those players into the game? You are bringing in Kongala. Why? What is Kongala doing? Kongala, I expected Chelsea, I expected Graham Potter when making these changes. Look at how the flow of how the game is free flowing and note what to change. Your midfield, we saw Enzo Fernandez and Kovacic, brilliant play. Okay, they did really well today, but they were sloppy sometimes. And at the end of the game, we needed fresh legs in the midfield. Or at the second half, like 60 something, 70 something minutes, we needed fresh leg. And I expected him to bring in a defensive midfielder or at least an experienced man. You had N'Golo Kante. He was fit for today's game. And why is he not being introduced into the match? Why? Why are you keeping N'Golo Kante off on the bench? I don't know. For some reasons, Zachariah is not on the squad list for today. We don't even have an extra additional striker today. We all just got midfielders and wingers. We had N'Golo Kante. We had the opportunity to make sure our midfield we control the game. I expected Graham Potter after we had considered that goal to go back, we scored and be more conservative. We because there was no time again for Chelsea to go and press. There was no time, and we allowed the ball into Everton's hands, and we conceded. That is my take on this game. Now, you are a tactical coach. You said that you are winning the Champions League. That is booming. Your confidence is booming. But I think that that's what that 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 statement was kind of like a distraction to him today and the full Chelsea team. We were caught off guard. We were overconfident from what I think, and Graham Potter overconfidence cost us 2 points today. I know many of you people will say Graham Potter this that he has been winning. He has not been convincing. His wins has not been convincing. Chelsea were able to score. They have improved, yes, because Chelsea find it difficult to even score one goal, but now they score two, they score three. Very good. Since okay Borussia Dortmund we won, we beat Leicester, and I expect all us going into this game we should have the confidence but not lose focus, because we lost focus, and this is the reason why we have cost us those 2 points today. After the hard work, after the players have played everything, substitutions wrong, everything wrong. That is the major thing I have to say today. Graham Potter should make sure that he does the right thing, because he's not doing the right thing, especially when it comes to substituting. You are bringing in Kolangala. You do not make any substitution for attack. If you are bringing in an attacking midfielder, you should make sure the midfielder you are bringing in is very effective and make impact on that game. And make sure if you are not bringing in an attacking midfielder, make sure if you want to go conservative, you bring in a defensive man. If you know you are a defensive, I tell you, state your status. Make sure we know what you are. Are you a defensive coach, or are you more of an attacking coach? Do not be left off guard, because I can see Chelsea were left off guard today, and that is the major reason why Chelsea went on to draw. You scored. You Havertz equalized, thanks to Reece James, and that was a very okay. Reece James was wonderful. Our wings backs are getting to what they were used to be before. After their injuries, they are coming back. We show potentials, but Graham Potter is showing no leadership qualities here in his changes. I am not happy with the way Graham Potter had make changes tonight. I expected Graham Potter to go conservative in this game. When we were winning 2-1, you go conservative. You don't change for Fofana and bring in another defender. No, because that was what cost us. Yes, you are bringing defenders. If you are going on a tactical switch. Instead of you take off strikers and bring in defenders, or you take off midfielders and bring in defenders, or you make an important change. We all know why this change is being made. That is what every change you make should have a reason. Because every change Graham Potter makes doesn't have any reason, especially in today's game. He has been doing it. I've been saying it in my previous videos that Graham Potter's changes are not good. The subs are bad. Really bad decision from him today, and has cost us 2 points. We are supposed to win that game. Although conceding was a very poor fight, but they were threatening. Although they were not too threatening. They are not too much of a strong side, but they had one or two chances and they utilized their chances due to our lack of being able to hold the ball at the final third. We were worn out. We played most of the ball. Why don't you bring in an extra man in the midfield and bring in an extra defender? Change your formation. Bring Jesse James backward, and or you change a striker and bring in a defender. We have a lot of defenders. Bring them in. I expected much wins for today. I didn't expect us to because substituting for Fofana was a very great factor in that game. Substituting for Fofana out was the one of the worst. But it was okay. I saw that he wanted to do a substitution between defenders. But my major concern is bringing in Konigalaha. Okay, after bringing Konigala lost most of the possessions. He lost most of the possession that was handed over to him to the opponent side. That was the cause of the first goal. Yes, ball was lost by Kongala. The change he made, I expected this man to bring in a more suitable man for the job. Gala is like a midfielder you bring in when you are winning a game, not narrow when you are winning as in win a game. Yes, that's how I expect him. I expect okay when we are winning this game 3-1, 3-0. Oh, bring in Gala. Yes, okay, this is the time to okay play up. But I don't see you bringing in Gala right now, especially when he has not been in too much form. In this game where he lost most of because Everton were troubling Chelsea and it was high time we had a midfield change. If you watch the game really well, you could see that. And I expected him. We didn't have Denis Zakaria today. Bring in N'Golo Kante. He was there ready. And when you are making changes, okay, you are bringing in a midfielder. Why are you bringing in a midfielder? Chukwuemeka, what is he doing? Chukwuemeka is not doing anything. You are removing João Felix, bringing in Chukwuemeka. If you actually want to bring, okay, for instance, now, if we are playing a world competition, European competition, and we are winning, you know how the Champions League can be. We get up to the ending of the game, and we concede like this, and it takes us to extra time. You have made errors in your changes, bringing in Chukwuemeka for João Felix. Which attacker is left again? You now rely on Chukwuemeka that does not has never scored for Chelsea before, or does not play games, or does not start games to come and prove himself and put his weight of Chelsea on his shoulders. No, we don't do that. That is why I'm saying your changes should make impacts. When you are making changes, Chukwuemeka was not the right call for today. We were just scraping through and the flow of the game was the ball was slipping out of Chelsea's hand. N'Golo Kante was the best midfielder for this job. And when you are making okay, I understand João Felix was injured. Madueke was not was he was on the substitution. He was supposed to be a nice sub to bring him Madueke to help out Harvard, fresh leg up front, in case you can do any counters and win any and score more goals. In case that is a possibility of you can't just leave Kai Havertz without wingers, expecting him to do that job alone. Kai Havertz is not even a natural number 9. So in the first place, you think about all these things before you make substitutions that do not impact in the game. Because these substitutions cost Chelsea. What cost Chelsea today? It shows the lack of experience from this manager and what he thinks of the club. I know he has a lot of confidence right now. He has been winning 3 games. He has won 3 games, and he feels that the job is very secure. But my friend, if you think the job is secure, you are not thinking well. That is all I have to say. The job is not secure because Chelsea fans expect you to win every game every time you play, especially when you don't play often. We play once in a week. We expect the win, and we have been winning. The confidence is there. We are withdrawing today. The defense, I'm not even really saying anything. Considering from corner is one problem he needs to tackle. I don't know, but these set pieces are very key fighter points in Chelsea games, and especially when you are playing the Champions League, we need to look for these factors. We are going to play a tough side, Real Madrid. I said before in my previous video. We need to know how to defend set pieces. I saw the errors today. There are lots of errors that Chelsea need. And that is why I'm saying Benzema doesn't waste time in converting chances. So Chelsea should not waste time in defending. The clearance was poor today from our defenders. I saw some bad clearance, and those clearance were supposed to be. Today game was not what the players didn't the defenders most especially their clearance was poor. That's all I have to say. The attackers, okay, we saw some beautiful combinations of ball, but the final pass, the final decision is poor. Good play, nice link up passes, okay, you move the ball here and there, but we are not getting the final result. We have a lot of chances, we create a lot of chances, but we need to score more. Yes, there's no harm in scoring 4 5 goals in a half. First half we should have scored more, but why didn't we score? And after we had scored, I expected us to defend and hold the ball, control the game. That was what I expected. And if we can't control the game against Everton, who can we control the game against? So that's all I have to say in my video right now. I'm really for my intake on this game. I'm really pissed off. I don't know what Graham Potter did, the tactics he made, the substitutions at the end of the game. Everything matters. And I urge the coach and many other Chelsea fans would agree with me that Graham Potter should look into his substitution, because they tell well what kind of a manager he is and how he can control the game when he is supposed to control the game and win the game. Because people, we have seen teams score one goal and defend throughout, and at the end of the day they skate through. Why can't Chelsea defend more? We have just barely 5 minutes to win. Why are you conceding? That's the problem. I'm not even talking about the defensive line. I'm talking about why the boys with Everton, because you could see that the midfield was not under control. And when your midfield is not under control, your attack is totally useless and your defenders tend to suffer more. That's what I have to say for today's game. And I believe after the international break, next 2 weeks, April 1st, Chelsea can play and win more. Thank you for this. See you in my next video and goodbye.